So, very interesting thing about the human race and how we have used these particular methods all throughout generations of our existence. Today's talk is more about superiority, right? Now, the funny thing is, when people are to claim that they are superior in any way, they make a lot of noise. It could be about anything. It could be about gender, creed, color, caste, religion, nationality, what you do, how much you earn, what you wear. I mean, there's a billion reasons for why we've all, for that matter, divided ourselves into different categories of the same species, right? And we want to claim that we are superior. Now, answer me this: if I was a superior person, one way of doing it, like we all are doing it right now, is starting a riot or making a lot of noise or scolding somebody or shouting at people. That could be one way for me to use a lot of force to claim that I'm superior, right? And whoever would not agree with me, what's the worst or the best I could do? I could punish them, and I could force them to think that I'm superior in some way or the other. And there's round two, there's version two, all right, or the side B of the situation, where let's say that I'm not talking about my superiority at all. I'm only going and giving and sharing and caring for as many people as I possibly can, and I'm helping them in whatever way I possibly can. Right? Maybe someday, maybe, and that's not the reason why I'm doing this is not because this reason actually comes true and their reaction comes in my favor. Maybe someday, the people that I'm helping might think, oh, this person's helping because he has more. The moment you are claimed to be the person who has more, you're automatically superior. So, ironically, these days, superiority is about the person who has a lot of power to put a lot of pressure. For some reason, I find it strange, because are you being superior, or are you being a dictator or an authoritarian, or you're just putting force and pressure because you can? Versus, if let's say I was to feed 100 people or 1,000 people, or help as many people as I walk along in my life, with food somewhere, shelter somewhere, anything that I can give. These are just the very basic things we usually think of. But anything I can help with. Maybe some days, maybe someday, these people might just say, oh, the very reason that he's able to give is because he has more. And he has more and he's sharing it with us. He's definitely now implicitly in their head, they might be like, oh, that's only because he has more. And somebody who has more automatically becomes superior. But then the whole fight gets dissolved when you want to claim that you're superior. If you don't want to claim it, you're already the bigger person in the picture. And that is a paradox in itself. We want to force people to agree that we are superior and then also be nice about it. That's not possible. Because when you're forcing people to believe something, when you're forcing people to think something, it's out of force, it's out of pressure. It's not out of their own choice, right? It's because they don't have any other option. They don't have any other way to go. So if you're not giving people any other way to go, and there's only one direction for them to flow, well, sadly, they will have to go there. Not because they very happily wanted to go there, but that's because they don't have another direction to go to. All right. So when people are following you, you'll have to ask yourself that, are they following me because of a positive influence or because of force, right? Especially in today's time and age, where it's about are you trending enough? Or do you have enough followers? Do you have enough subscribers? Do you have enough people agreeing with you? Irrespective, I think the moment you're more giving out to the world, the moment you tell the world that I'm here to give, uh, they might just associate themselves with you. Might. All right. A lot of people will agree with me, a lot of people will disagree with me, and that's absolutely fine. Like I said, you agreeing with me is not going to prove my superiority. Me not being affected by whether you agree with me or not, some will say that this is superiority, but again, how is that even? I'm not really bothered about that as well. I'm simply here to share my piece of advice and my words, not claiming or not not seeking validation from anybody where they consider me superior in any way whatsoever, right? So the moment I detach myself from that expectation, it's not about being superior or inferior in the first place. It's just that I'm not part of the game anymore. Right? So I've already taken myself out of this entire fight of who's superior and who's inferior, in what way and in what context. If I'm not playing the fight, there is no way that I can lose it. But there's also no way I can win it. But then, I'm not playing the fight. So, uh, you might be affected by the gain or the loss, but I'm not even in that ecosystem at all, right? And I'm sure a lot of you movie buffs would have heard this somewhere, and I know where you would have heard it, but I'm not claiming what the movie is, but I'm just saying this one line where I hope it makes sense to you, right? The line is, and I love this line. It says, "The house always wins." No matter who's playing what, no matter who's gambling where, the house always wins. So instead of fighting with somebody, let's just let's just detach ourselves from this smaller part of the ecosystem and come out of it, and then you almost might just become the house, right? Where you'll always win, right? And nobody needs to validate your victory apart from you yourself, right? So, having said that, I think I've left my message loud and clear across. And this is how, again, the world is broken, where we're all trying to fight for superiority. And think about this image: 8 billion people fighting against each other for superiority, right? And even when it'll reach down to the last two people who exist on this planet, even those two will be fighting about superiority, and one person wins and the other one loses and the other person dies. Who is that one single person claiming to be superior? Who is that one person telling this to? If there are no more people alive, there are no people around you who will claim you to be superior. Who are you superior for? Right? So, in the fight of being superior and in the fight of standing out, don't stand out so much that you're the only one standing. On that note, think about this, right? There'll be more coming up with the series of The World is Broken. So, stay tuned. And I've never said this in the videos in the past, but then I will still say it now. Share, subscribe, spread the word, and see if we want to agree with things or not. All right? Think about it.